I gotta make sure I've got this moved over. I don't get
No, chicken
dual
babies are coming in.
dual sound.
Hey, Elsie.
Oh, well, we are live. Yay.
Let me see.
And we were doing
Are
a
we
few
live?
little things.
Hey,
Yes,
hey
we should
everybody.
be. It does take a couple of minutes. There we go. Here it's coming in. I'm just going to mute.
I'm just
We're doing a few
finding.
little things backstage. We had
Yes,
some
but
extra
I'm
people
Backstage
that
business.
backstage business.
I love that. Gotta find my
We'll be right back.
That's
Yeah.
right.
After these
Yeah.
messages from our
We've got to
sponsors.
do some more backstage business. So anyway, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out at my live here. Of course, I have the fabulous Carol and the fabulous Laura both here co-hosting with me and co-streaming with me. So if you are on their channels, you won't see all the live chat, of course. But, I will try to put your post up because I do get them all here. And it allows us to all connect and all of us supporting one another in our journey as content creators. So it's a wonderful way for us to support one another here. So anyway, so thank you, ladies. And there's CR. You just, I hadn't seen you forever. And then here you are. You came out of the bushes. So nice.
Cool gamer.
And LP, thank you so much for coming in. God's desire for me. You're just such a lovely. It's lovely. You've got a lovely little picture, and it's just such a wonderful thing. Whenever I see your title, God's desires for me. So anyway, so thank you for also coming in. Hey, happy birthday! I hope you were able to sleep and that you've recovered from your festivities last night. And sorry I wasn't there to see some of it. I would have enjoyed that. It would have been fun.
I would have too.
Yeah. Well,
me on my birthday.
I know. All that fun.
And Cool Gamer too. Thank you so much for coming in. It is a bit weird getting the 3 notifications for the same live, but one thing that shows us is that the YouTube has not unsubscribed you from our channels, which is wonderful.
That is good.
Wonderful.
It's so then we all know that at least that you're all still with us.
It's unsubscribed me from hours though. I have gotten no hours for my Fridays at all. It's not showing that I gained any hours. And I even updated the app. So I don't know what does that. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to have to check my emails to see if I got, somebody did something.
Yeah, something's going. It's weird because
as soon as I did the thing that it tells you to do, to use the, if I use slides, to use this program, to do it this way. And I did all that. And yeah, since I did that live with the slides, I haven't 0.0.
Well, that was just Friday. And usually I'm finding we're about 5 days behind.
No, but I mean, usually it has it underneath the video, how many hours you're gaining.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's true.
0.0.
And a big happy Mother's Day to all of us from my mom. Hello, Mom. Thank you for
Happy Mother's Day
us.
to you.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to all of us.
Yes, and all the other Mother Day in the chat, or the mothers in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we say Happy Mother's Day to all of you. And we have JGD Behaven. Thank you for coming in. And Cece.
That's J3's. That's J3's. How did he put it? It's his brother. His. Yeah, it's his brother that does beekeeping. Not really. It's really his other channel.
Behaven.
It's his alias.
It's his other alias. Yes, that's for his. He'll explain the name if he comes up.
Yeah,
he's too tired.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Happy Mother's Day, yes, to all the mums. Actually, you know what? Every day is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you every day that you are looking after you're even looking after yourself.
Mhm.
Right? Sometimes that's
Yeah.
the
Thank
hardest thing
you.
to do.
Don't forget that one. That's the one that
Mhm.
sustains you.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
so
and
true.
that is the thing where it's like, I'm not a really good one for looking after myself. And that's kind of why for my birthday it was like, okay, this year, Maureen, you're going to try to, try to acknowledge some of the things that you're doing. Try to rest more because I am
Mhm.
real
Yeah.
and that's what it is called. It's an alter ego.
Hey, Moonsprout.
Yeah.
There
Hey,
we go.
Moonsprout. Happy Mama's
what's
Day to
up?
you.
Yes, yes.
Oh, and a happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Hello, Skinner Farms.
Mhm. Lots of people coming in to hang out. Oh, and well, speak of the alias.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
J3G's coming to the
There is no
stage.
alias.
Oh, it's not an alias?
Hey, Threads and Jars.
Hey,
Who's
Morgan,
this
good
then?
to see you. It's his twin brother, I think.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing?
Doing well.
Doing good.
Yeah, hey, Threads and Jars. We're all well. I know Carol's tired. She was mauling it today
Mullen, yeah.
at the mall. She
You
was
mulling?
mauling at the mall.
Mullen it
You
with
was
the kid.
mulling it?
I was mulling it too. I was pulling some mullen here and some mullen.
I wish
You
I
were
was doing that.
You were mauling and she was mauling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing a pig seminar.
So I guess I
Yeah.
was outside just working.
You were just working?
Just
working.
Working. What were you working on there?
I'm in the process of making some more beehives.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
How many do you have right now?
4.
Wow.
Wow.
But my brother I gotta make some for my brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That was very cool.
Hey, Shawnee.
Shawnee.
Shawnee. Thanks
Happy
for coming
Mother's Day,
in.
Shawnee.
Yeah.
Much love to you, sweetheart.
Hello, Shawnee.
Yeah.
CC.
Much love to you for this
oh,
Mother's
yeah,
Day.
in the chat.
Mhm.
Hello. What we doing tonight, ladies? Since this is y'all night. and
Well,
it's
yeah, I was like,
Ladies' night.
That's
day.
Oh, well, no. Sorry.
well, it wasn't until later that I thought, oh, I should have made this one all about Mother's Day. That would have been fun. But it was, I just call it a gardening is a balancing act. And it's like, I want to get tips from people on how do you balance everything. Oh, let me just do some more
Hey,
welcomings in. Welcome, Will It Grow? Thanks for coming in. Mike's Chaotic Gardening. And a wave from him. Sifting some soul and more.
Sifting.
Hey, Mona. What's up?
KP Heathen.
Hey, KP Heathen. What's up, KP
Mike.
Heathen?
Tommy Richardson. And Girl Dad cooking up deliciousness.
Yeah.
KP.
And happy Mother's Day to you, sir. Because you're looking after your mom and dad. You get to do it all. So anyway, balance of heat, light, and water and air.
Like that. Good one, CR.
Yeah, that's not helping me find the balance. Anyway, but I did want to. Oh, the Educated Natural. Thank you. So
Hey, Ted. What's up?
Hey.
see GT Junior.
Nice to meet you.
We're just
Hey,
rolling
GT.
it, everybody.
Yeah. They must be up on their notifications tonight, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So I went to this this kind of pig symposium is what I call it. Symposium. We lasted till just after lunch. The information is very good, but you know one of the presenters, the first thing she said, if you have pigs, you cannot have nice things.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
you can't have nice
they-
things. Well, like
They do stink.
not just that, they just break
Yeah.
everything.
Tear up
And
stuff.
she said, and she said she had this one, who had the tusks, and she just said, and like she raises them for meat, so they do go sold to the consumers and stuff like that. And and so she said it was one of her nice hogs, and I think she said I just said his name, and so he turned and he totally jabbed her right into the side, not on purpose, but it was just like, hello.
Note: no hogs with husks.
Yeah.
No, automatically.
Yeah. And somebody was saying that last night too, when they have babies, like to leave them alone unless you've got them separated, because you might get a big surprise
Yeah.
from mama pig.
That's, I think, what I'm learning is that's why you need to get hands-on right away in, when they're babies. That's why we were offered like 3 months old, and we were like, no, we'll go with the earlier ones, the younger ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the couple of things is like, with the males, you want to castrate them, and they explained how they do it and
Really?
stuff like that.
Just because this is women night don't mean you got to
Male hogs. Male hogs. Yeah.
You spray on the stuff, and then you do 2 little slits, and then you yank.
Yes.
Wow.
But
I was like,
they said one of the things is when you're going to do them, it's like they said, the one she said, I put them all into a bin with a lid. I take them as far away from the mother, because if the mother's because if she hears anything, she will break down, she will be a real mama bear.
Yeah.
And one said, she goes, even if you have a 4-foot fence, that pig will jump that fence and will attack if she's hearing her baby scream like that. And they scream just because you touch them, right? So anyway, let me just go hello to she said, and Susanna Morion, proud single mom. We are proud of you, Susanna. Unbiased LLC. Welcome. And Renee's Secret Garden. Lots of people I've never seen or heard you.
They came in on my channel.
Oh, okay. Tim Windsor, welcome. Odom, hello there, sir. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, make sure whoever's channel that you're on, do click those thumbs up. That's really going to support everybody. I think.
Thank you, Miss Helen. True.
Sort of.
Thank you. Right. Well, I'm sorry.
I hope I didn't shock anybody with that. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, not the male folk. We're talking about little baby pigs, little baby boy pigs.
Hey, Miss Travis.
All the males went, oh
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't blame them.
You gotta hold up. You can't just be talking like that. Men in the house. Ew.
Yeah.
Hello,
that's like even moms. Like today, I heard this little baby just screaming and crying,
Nikki.
And you feel it. So yeah, I can understand that. You men must have felt that as soon as she said it.
I'm sorry. I just learned how to do it recently. So yeah.
Yeah, there is some.
Is your husband still there?
I know. I was thinking, is Chris side-eyeing you now? Like,
yeah, that's what. Yeah.
So welcome, and can't stop walking, but love flowing and cruising.
Yeah,
you're in the right house, country hustle.
I've neutered all sorts of critters, but pigs are the worst. Again, so these were all these things that it was like, you know what? And we're not looking to go, let's have a whole bunch of pigs. We just want to raise pigs for our own. But that the learning curve on it, it was like too much.
Hello, Brian.
So, hey, country hustle.
Made him come out of the bushes. Hold up. Where are we going with this tonight?
It's Mother's Day. Why are we castrating the
Wait,
pigs?
I need to go get a nice
We're castrating the pigs because otherwise they don't taste right when you process them.
Yeah. So so it was enough
I'm
for
not
me to
gonna
go.
comment on that.
Sorry, J3.
That ain't right. That ain't right. Oh my goodness.
Hi.
There was
Okay,
nothing
have a-
implied there. I've just been doing, since I'm raising 3 pigs, I've been doing a lot of research. And I have learned from the guy that we bought our pigs how to do that. And so, in case we got a
Right.
male, he goes, well, if you want a male, I can show you how. And so we had that big discussion.
Wow.
He's like, I can show you. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
You could do what you want to do. You cannot turn the female into a male regardless.
That's
Hey, really
right.
true.
That's right. Even if you castrate them, you can't. Nope.
Mhm.
That pig.
Yep.
That
Yep.
pig stays. Yep. Male.
That pig stays male.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yes.
Even
absolutely.
horses, they just call them.
Hint,
goats.
hint, hint, hint. That's for
His
two-leggeds
voice
too.
might.
Will it grow? You're all sick. What's going on here? We are talking about pigs and how it
Pigs.
affects the meat.
Mhm.
Little piglets.
Yes.
Something that Maureen is not going to get in the future. Well, who knows? You
You're
know,
gonna
Are
wait.
but
you
at this
gonna
point,
cook
it's like,
Are you gonna cook
Who's-
a piglet and cut it with a plate?
A plate.
I guess. Y'all too young for that. Y'all too young.
Okay,
For
yeah.
that. They cooked the piglet, cooked it up real good, and they use a plate to cut it with.
Oh wow.
They're showing how tender it is.
Wow.
wow.
Mm. I
So-
have heard of that.
I've heard of suckling pig, but I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Moon Sprout.
Well, I don't know that it would be worth
You
it.
heard of
for you
sucking pig.
No, suckling pig is what my brother used to call it, who was a chef, when it was a piglet, what that they would fix.
Yeah.
in the
And I
restaurant.
believe that they used it like right after birth.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. He
But
used to like
that's just too much.
he used to like to
Yeah.
gross me out with that, and how he wanted that coffee that came out of a cat. Because he was
Oh,
my,
yeah.
it's my older brother. Older brothers like to
Coffee
do that.
come out of a. Oh, never mind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, oh, I
Mm.
really want to try that. No,
It's supposed to be nice and smooth.
Mm.
for someone else.
Yeah.
I'll just have a peanut butter
Yeah,
sandwich.
I'm going to skip on all that. I wouldn't want to just go and take a, you go and buy a little, little piglet and then you cook it. It's like, you want it to get big so that you can actually,
Right.
have
There's a
food
lot
for-
more
for a
available
longer
for you.
time.
You can feed your whole family.
Oh, so we can talk about cooking pig, but chicken is off the table.
Okay.
At least
Oh,
Dottie.
cat.
is. Dottie is
Oh,
not allowed.
Okay. So
Oh,
this
yes,
is
the cat coffee. That's what I was saying. My brother used to
Oh.
tease me about the cat coffee. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
understand
suckling.
what that was.
They eat
It was
the
like,
beans and then they process it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, she said her
I-
sisters tried it. Wow. It's very expensive usually. It's quite
Mhm.
costly. I'm just glad I don't.
Good for her.
Sorry, can't stop walking. Bless you. Bless you for waking up into this conversation and staying with us. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So, what was it about the whole pig thing that made you say no pigs?
At least yet.
Yeah. Well, like it would be something less. I think just because of the work it entails to keep them in an enclosure, because it's like,
Mhm.
they were
Yeah.
going everything, I've tried this, they break through. I tried this, they break through. And it's like, super hot fence is the only thing
Yeah,
that
they're
will work.
they're so smart. They literally
Yes.
test the wire every day.
Yes. Yeah.
They'll
Yeah. And
have-
actually,
they'll have pigs just doing this up against the fence to test it.
yeah, and actually the organizer, she was like, and I get that hot fence, and when it touches it, she, most people go, oh, that's so bad, that's so sad. She's like, yes, you deserve that.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
I think Yeah, my daughter just came by and said, "I still want pigs."
Oh.
She wants Kuni pigs.
Oh yeah. That's a
Mhm.
whole different
They're the
animal though,
cute-
right there.
Yeah, they're the cute ones, the coon.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you can pass there on pasture. Like we didn't get
Hey,
kunis because
DCBs.
we wanted the ones that would root up our grasses and stuff. But
Right. Right.
yeah. So
How smart are they if they keep repeating the same thing and expecting a different result? Quick.
yeah,
Hey,
that's the
Mark.
definition of retardation, isn't it? When you
Insanity. It's like,
Insanity.
yeah,
Yeah.
insanity.
expecting a different outcome.
Result. Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually,
Same thing over and over again.
actually, they say you're gonna forget to turn that electricity on one day, and that's my day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe it does
Yeah.
smell like
know.
bacon. Smells like,
Mm.
smells like crackling.
It's a little something we're worried about. So we ordered more. We ordered the pig fencing, like Justin Rhodes has, and then
Mhm.
a harder voltage. Even though we have, I mean, it's pretty high voltage now, but we have even ordered a higher one. So
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that the part of the Premier one? Is he still using that one?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, just so that I have it in the back of my head, because it's like, if yeah,
And
I'd love to have them, but it's the pigs have gotten out, and you've got to go and collect them. And like you said, they're not ones you can bring them in with food. But the organizer, she said she got so discouraged because she could not get these two sows to come in. And then finally she said, I had just gone to the store. And so I grabbed my bag of salt and vinegar chips, sat on to, kind of feel sorry for myself, sitting on the side of the hill, opened up the bag, and both pigs, "Oh, well, what do you have?" And she says, so I give them salt and vinegar chips to bring them in.
Oh,
So-
be darn.
oh, I
Mhm.
love salt and vinegar chips, so I have them around sometimes. Not very often anymore, but
Mhm.
Oh, so yeah. So how many of you did get to see the Aurora Borealis yesterday?
I didn't go out and see it.
Mhm.
I didn't go out and
So
try
there's
last
been
night.
there's some beautiful photos, definitely, going around and stuff like that. So,
I
mm.
did see the photos. Hey, DCBs.
So anyway, I was my thing when I was first waking up this morning, not thinking that tomorrow's Mother's Day. Oh, and I have a mom. I was
Right?
oh, I have my mom. I need to, I'm not a big Mother's Day, person. I'm not,
Yeah.
we'll have a nice meal, and I'm happy
Yeah.
with that, but I was just thinking of all the things that I need to do, and it's like finding that balance. That was the thing for me.
Mhm.
Is like, there's so many things that need to be done. Okay, you need to go water that. Oh, but you need to pot that. Oh, but you should get those weeds, and you should. And it's like, it just seems like, as I'm walking by, I see. And it's like, you were on a task, but now I'm wanting to do this
Rabbit
task.
trail. Mhm.
Right.
Completely. It's just like squirrel. Something else has got my attention, and so I don't know how people balance things, but so you can talk about that. But since it is Mother's Day,
Mhm.
I think it would be lovely for us to each say something about our mums.
Okay.
Say something, and you can pass if it's but just a nice memory of your mum, or something about your mum that means something to you. I don't know what not everybody has a good relationship with your mum.
Yeah,
Their mum.
that's true.
So, and which is,
I love-
there's nothing wrong with that.
Something funny or something serious or something what?
Whatever you want to
Anything.
share. And yeah, I figured that's what she
Funny,
meant.
something, something that's a fairly nice memory of yours. Not the day that she took the Hot Wheels track and she was just spanking me.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about that because I got my last beating when I was 17.
Ooh.
Oh,
Because I told my mom I was dropping out of school,
Oh no.
Oh,
and I graduated number 30 I think I was 35 out of 1,500 something. So I guess I advanced from that whooping.
Mhm.
But
Right.
I had an outstanding mom. At least I thought she was my big sister, and then I found out that was my mom. Now something funny. We were on our way from Brooklyn to Albany, New York,
Oh, wonderful.
and
Mhm.
we were on a Greyhound bus. And my mom, we couldn't sit together because the way that they did the seats and everything. But I was sitting across from my mom, and this guy was walking. He had a cigarette, and she said, "Don't bother my son. You better move from over there."
Mhm.
And he got over me, and ash. It was just the ash that fell on my shoulder. My mom, she jumped up, had her shoe in her hand, and beat the daylights out that fella. And then the bus driver stopped and said, "You got to get off the bus." They kicked him off the bus, and we went on to New York.
Wow.
Wow. She must have
Wow.
known something was wrong with that man. She must have known.
He was drunk. He was drunk too.
Oh, that's why she knew.
And
Mama. Yeah.
and
That would be my trigger too, a drunk man around my kids. Yeah.
Yep.
no.
Yep. Yeah.
and my mom, they had me in the police station. Well, this is one of her boyfriend. We were going from Brooklyn to Albany. He worked on cars, and he wasn't supposed to have any guns, and he had a 38 special. So I was sitting inside the police state trooper. We were on the highway. We were in the office. He was locked up in the cell, and my mom was in another office, and I was in the office drinking cocoa, sitting back chilling with a 38 in my pocket. They said they're not going to bother you. They're not going to search you or anything. I had one of them Eskimo coats.
Mm-hmm.
I had a hole in the pocket, so they put it in my pocket, and I was just sitting there drinking cocoa, laughing and talking to everybody. Mom, she was in the other room, interrogating her, interrogating the other guy, and then my uncle showed up and picked me and my mom up, and we went home.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Johnny says, one night after work, I came home. My mother chatted with me till the sun came up.
Oh.
We drove to Perkins and had breakfast, just us.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, okay, that was a dumb idea, Maureen. Your mom is a living saint.
Mm.
Blessed to be
Mama's
spending
gone.
in person with my mom this year. First time in over 10 years. That's beautiful. Yeah, my mom is the strongest woman I know. That's beautiful. My mom cared for me when I fell off the job. I was struck in the head with about 700 pounds of trusses. On a 15-foot ladder, she took care of me when no one else was there. All I had was God in her. That's beautiful. Exactly. You know, it's like, I will spend the rest of her and my life showing her my gratitude to the best of my ability. Yeah, I'm going to pass around some tissues to everybody. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have to change the subject. We're going to have to go back to talking about castration.
Nobody. Well, the fellas will cry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, there was not a lot of affirmation in my growing up in my house. There was always, if you heard anything from your parents, it was my parents. It was a negative, kind of beaten down kind of thing. And I still have a trouble receiving any praise of any kind. I get really uncomfortable. And she came over right after we had our house built, and I was putting together a garden, and before that she was looking at, I never showed interest in gardening much growing up.
Right.
And now she's like, you grow all these things, you do all this stuff. What happened to you? You know, so that was the first time she ever really gave me any kind of affirmation growing up. Or, you know, and I'm like 40. I was 52 years old when she did that. That's it. You know, that I can remember the only kind of affirmation. And she's like, you've just done so much and you've learned so much in the last 3 years. I can't believe it.
Wow.
And it's funny because she's an amazing gardener.
Mm-hmm.
And she was the one that taught me about duck water and how, you know, the ducks poo in the water and you can use that on your garden. And now I've got an amazing garden and I use a lot of duck water. And then recently I got a call from my sister that, you know, mom's not doing so great. Her memory's kind of going.
Right.
And she goes, can we arrange a visit for her to come up? She really wants to see your pigs, you know. So, yes, of course you can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Pick her up at the airport. I'll make sure she gets off the plane in the right spot. And stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Get video, as much video as you can.
Yeah.
Those end up being your memories. Yeah, Anita, you did. We were talking about piglet castration. And so I bring that up just so that it'll kind of change things. So
soften up things.
Things. And yes, Threads and Jars, not all moms are great people. And I could tell you stories that would break your minds. I'm so thankful to have survived her. And
that's on both sides.
Absolutely. So I do just encourage you and just commend you for your strength, you know, to endure. It could, because it's like you never deserved anything like whatever you experienced. You did not deserve any of that. So I'm grateful to know that you see the writing on the wall and you went, and I will be a better person, and that you survived her. So, you know, anyway.
I remember there was a man who was given basically a ministry in church where he ministered to people who had parents like that. He himself went through a lot of that when he was younger. And one day he got a vision, and it was hands coming out of a big pile from under a big pile of crap. And it was like God spoke to him in that moment. And, you know, I know you all have your own beliefs in the chat, but most of us up here are Christian. And this man was a Christian counselor. And he felt like God put it on his heart. Like there was a purpose for that. Like, not that it was good that it happened, but it's because somebody wanted you destroyed, and I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
And because God didn't allow it, he went on to help a bunch of people who had the same pain, who had the same like different experience, but the same poop that they had to crawl out from underneath. So
All right.
Now let's turn it.
So what kind of pigs do y'all like?
What kind of pigs? Can we go back to castration yet?
Exactly. Just every swap. Castration. So DCBs, part of why I make honeybee and my gardening videos is so that your mom can see what you're up to. And that is what made me start putting videos up. It was so that my mom could be a part of my life, because I would be explaining to her on the phone, you know, where I was at in the yard. And she's like, I don't remember that part there. So then I started just making these videos so that she could actually be a part of it. So Odom, again, I'll never forget the day my mom came to the school to beat me with the principal's paddle, and the cops and principals had to pull her off of me. And then he never called her again, and I told him not to. And it's like, you know, whatever kind of rage happens where a mother would lose her gentle touch and move to something awful, not so good. So anyway,
The thing is, I think because I grew up,
Hello, Edna.
my parents were foster parents.
Oh,
Right.
And
Hi, Ed.
you see the worst of the worst. Drug affected babies. We were medical foster parents. I became a medical foster parent.
Ooh.
And so you see the worst of the worst. You see the kids that are beaten to the edge of their lives and stuff like that. And so I guess when you don't get affirmation from your mom, it doesn't seem like it's not a big it's no big deal,
Yeah, as big of a deal as what
it
you
is.
see.
It
as
is.
what it
There's-
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
destroys your
And so
spirit.
that kind of struck a chord.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's
Sorry.
good. It's good. No, I mean, if we can't.
Yeah. We don't
Yeah.
we don't think about those moments where we weren't destroyed. We
Yeah.
think about the thing that almost destroyed us, but sometimes
Yeah.
we don't think about that we weren't destroyed and that
Yeah.
we're here now and we're here to encourage others to keep
Yeah.
going too.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I
Because whether
go ahead.
you had a good mom or not a good mom, for all of us at our ages, if you go, if you didn't have a good mom, our hearts are full of compassion,
Mhm.
and we sit with you in that space of going, yeah, you were cheated of things, and whoever those people are, whether it was a father or a mom, that was, they were broken people. And they were
Mhm.
broken people, and they were raised by broken people. And so, I pray that it stopped with you, and that you were able to go, I'm not going to be that broken person.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on, and I'm going to actually bring life and love and kindness
Mhm.
to your own family or people around you. So, mhm. Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Threads and Jars.
I am so sorry, Threads and Jars.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that as well. But
Mhm.
truthfully, as you said earlier, there's bad mothers and bad dads.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was my dad before he left this earth. I tried to make it right.
Mhm.
I moved. Well, it's part of this other story too with my mom and this other fella. We left New York in '73, and that's when I met my father.
Yeah.
I met my father in '73. I lived with him for 4 years, and he never treated me like a son. But my mother was always there, to fill in no matter what. And hey, even though he was there, my mom was the mom and dad.
Mhm.
And he passed in 21, and he came to live with me in 19. And I tried my best to still make that connection. That's why I let him come live with me.
Right.
And he passed, and there was still no connection. So
Mhm.
Yeah. So whatever was, continued to be broken in him, he couldn't see past that to go,
Right.
here is a beautiful opportunity. Yeah, the past is, hopefully he was recognizing that's a mess. But when some people, they just cannot, rise up and go, here is a chance, whatever, for whatever reason. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you wonder, okay, so he didn't make a connection with you, but did something go unspoken that he did connect with, that he couldn't connect with, that he couldn't speak out?
well,
Mhm.
put it this: my mom, she passed first.
Yeah.
My mom passed with a broken heart because he always. One of the reasons we finally met him because he said, "I'm ready to marry you."
Oh,
He always he had my mom on cloud 9, but she always fell down because when she left here, they never was married. when I first met him, my mom said, "Here go your son." He knew me and everything, but I didn't know him. And it said,
Okay.
"Here go your son. Go ahead and change his name and everything." And I was so happy I had a father. I went and got my Social Security card. Back then, you didn't need all this stuff, so I got my own Social Security card with my father's name and everything on it. He said, "Oh, when you get old enough, he'll change himself." I joined the military, so I don't need changing it now. I keep what I got.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
Miss T. How you doing?
That's
I'm,
so
I'm
true.
so
What?
I'm so thankful that we have God to fill in the blank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of us
The
do.
places that our people in our lives fail us
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're imperfect. And
Can you click on Odom's because his
hey, Miss T.
we missed his right under and
This
that's
one?
kind of the same thing that Laura's saying. Yeah, some
Yeah.
people just don't know how to be a father or mom. Never saw it growing up because father or mom was at a young age. We all make mistakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
some are mentally ill. That happens, and there's some too that are, just there's a mirror. What God creates for good, there's also a mirror that it's the opposite.
Thank you, Miss T.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I can say I never had a problem with it because God has put good men in my life. My grandfather, who I thought was my father, he was strict, but he raised me well. And my uncle taught me how to love women. I mean, as a wife and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, where are you going?
Yeah,
he didn't teach me how to be a honey slanger, but he taught me how to love a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, Miss T. She's getting ready to deal with that empty nest. Kids
I know.
going off to college.
Yeah, my nest is emptying rapidly. It's kind of over the last 3 years.
Empty.
It's one after another keep leaving. So, but
I'm dealing with.
I'm going to say for my mom, my mom is my oldest and dearest friend, and I've been friends with her for 57 years. And there is the Canadian singer Jan Arden, and she sings this song called "Good Mother," and it is a song that I've performed in the past. And
you know that one too. A good mother's hard to find.
No, it's not that one. But that's no, actually, I don't know that one. No, this one is more of a pop song, and it's about. She talks about it, and her voice is what keeps me here, and that is something that through my life and my journey and things that have been up and down, and I was in my time in marriage, I was in a very abusive marriage, and I was raised by a dad that wasn't also very kind, and so. But my mother has always, part of the verse goes, feet on ground, heart in hand, facing forward, be yourself. And that is what my mother is for me, is she keeps me grounded and keeps me looking forward. And yeah, so that's who my mother is. Is she perfect? No, by no means. But she is the person that has helped me to stay sane in this world.
And that's one of the things I can say right there. As you said, your mom wasn't perfect. My mom wasn't perfect. There was no perfect mom, but that mom always came in to fill the plate. She, no matter what. I remember many days my mom, she came in and there was no food in the house, but I always ate. Always ate.
Yeah.
I made the mistake one time. Well, it wasn't a mistake. what it was. My neighbor, she said, "Have you eaten yet?" And I said, "No." I was over their house. I was playing and everything. She said, "Have you eaten yet?" I said, "No." I got a spanking because when I came back home, I told my mom I ate next door, and she beat me for some reason. You don't eat at nobody's house. I got food here for you to eat.
Mm.
She was real. She didn't like nobody messing with this little fella.
Yeah.
Nope. I feed my boy.
That's right. And I can say myself as a mom, you know, it's like, yeah, I've not been the best mom, but my 5 people, they do, you know, recognize me as their mom, but also they realize that I'm a human being, and they just walk in such grace with me. And you know, and they and if I'm doing something, they will go, "Maureen." You know what? You know what? You know what? You can just stop. Or if I'm driving, it's like, you know, my son will go, you know, could you stop talking to me and just pay attention to the road, Mom? Or if I'm in the back seat or even in the side seat, he goes, "You know what? I don't need you to help me drive. I'm good." You know, and I'm okay with that. It's you know, it's like, yeah, you know, right. You know, you're a 30-year-old man. I need to, you know, it's like you drive yourself all the time. I don't need to micromanage your driving.
Yeah.
So,
I do that.
I do stupider things, but those are the little minor ones. But anyway. Anyway, back to talking about pig castration and balance.
Now, how is that done again?
2 little slits. You pull them out. You make the 2 little slits, and then you just pull them back, and then you just get in there, and little gonads, and then just
J3, just go la 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 la.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, you know, it's another thing you're gonna have to learn how to do if you get pigs, Maureen. Which, you know, it's like, you know, when I forget what term she used, but and she showed pictures of herself in this person that was talking about. And I when I went to speak to her later, I said, "We're gonna go now, but I just want to let you know, saying that you can't have nice things if you have pigs, and the fact that you got shanked by one of your kinder hogs, that was enough for me to say, I'm not going to get pigs." She goes, "My work here is done." It's like, I
have
think
a good one, BCD.
Yeah, have a good one.
Oh, you have a wonderful weekend as well. Yeah, it's cooling off here too. It was pretty hot. So anyway, so yeah, what's CR saying? Because I think we were balancing water. Balance a little heat dash of a light and water and a pinch of no, stop saying those ones. It doesn't help me. Hey, Liz B. Journey.
Hey.
Thanks for coming in.
I'm gonna get a drink of water. I'll be right back.
Sure. But it's the
you lost too much water already. You got to refill up again already.
I do.
Yeah. So I just this thing of just how to, like, do some of you make lists of what you need to do? Like, J3, do you make a list of what you need to do each day? You just get up and go, okay.
I get up and just do what I need to do or what I think I need to do.
Right. And do you get behind?
Yeah, because if I start writing stuff down, say I need to do this, I need to do that, it'll never get done.
Right. Yeah. I have done, sometimes I've done lists, but I would have to actually spend the whole day going outside and going, okay, we need to here, and the list would just be ridiculously long. Yeah. And yeah. Laura, do you make lists of what you need to do?
Mental lists mostly.
Not grocery lists now. We're not talking about grocery.
I mean, like, I do garden plans, that kind of thing, just to keep track of where I planted things before. So I'm moving things around. But I do make mental lists like every morning. Okay, I need to get A, B, C, and D done.
Right.
And a lot of times it's just like little snippets of time. Okay, I have 10 minutes between this thing and when mom needs to go get her hair. I can go pull some weeds in 10 minutes,
Right.
and just taking a little bit of time here and there. Is my garden perfect? It's full of weeds right now, so no. And that's okay. I'm okay with that, So,
I'm not sure if if the chicken babies are covered, because they're making quite a fuss behind me there. So it's like, no, it's bedtime. Put them to bed. Make it dark time. Because they're just like, hey, we don't want to be here. We don't want to be in this little cramped brooder.
But so I'll sit down, like in the morning, I'm like, okay, I got to go feed the pigs, and then I go to the chickens, and I kind of do it in a rhythm.
Yes.
And I'm so kind of locked in my rhythm of how I'm going to do things. My husband comes in and goes, hey, can you help me a minute with this? I'm like, no, but I got to do this.
My schedule in at 3:15 today.
Yeah.
So,
I like what Shawnee does. I like that. Where you do it at the
end of the day. I would like to do that, but I usually do a countdown of what I've done, because I talk to my mom every night, and I'll actually have to sit there and I'll have like silence, and she's like, "Are you still there?" Because I'm like,
yeah.
Did I do today? You got up to bed. Yeah.
I do Moon Sprout and Shawnee's together. Like I do those two together, but I do what you do too. Like, wait,
what did I? Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to. And I don't know that I do the hard things first. I do the ones. So I'm like you, Laura, where it's like, like first off is that the wildlife, your wildlife people in your home, they need to be tended to first. You can't, it's like, do they have water? Do they have their food? Do they have those things? Is there a calamity going on that you need to go?
Yeah.
So those are our
all the fences still hot. Did a coyote get them?
Yeah. Right.
That's Bobcat.
I didn't mean to go silent. I was trying to find something when you were talking about your mom being your big cheerleader. When I harvested my first sweet potatoes ever, I didn't even know what they were because they were white sweet potatoes. I thought they were potatoes. That's how clueless I was, because I got them out. I'm like, look, I got potatoes. Clueless that it was sweet potatoes by the vine. Nope. Brought them in my arms. And this was like, it had to be after the big C hit, because I had cut my hair. Anytime there's an extreme thing that happens, it seems like I just shave my hair because I want to look like a boy in case the world all goes to hell. I'm like, and then I'll be going for Hannah's hair next, because we're going to be looking like men as much as possible in those days. But I bring them in and I show her, and I'm looking for it and I can't find it right now. But there's this video of her rolling over in the bed because she was kind of resting in her bed, and she sees me and I'm like, Mom, look, I grew these. Dad would be so proud of me. Oh, that's wonderful. That is great. Okay, that is the best thing. Like the whole family, anyone in the whole family has said to me about growing a thing. Most of the time, they just leave me alone outside while I pick mulberries, do whatever. Not really impressed when I bring in bananas, nada. But she just thought that was amazing.
Right.
I miss that. I miss amazing somebody.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Carol.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do actually amaze us. You do amaze us.
Thanks.
As I talked about it, like we were talking last night, because both Carol and I always go, when it comes to this computer stuff and whatever, we're not so good at it. And then I just said to Carol, I said, you know what? We are doing super well, because it's like you made a PowerPoint for your Friday.
I did a Friday.
And then, and we'll make little videos.
And anybody want some nuts? Laughter in between. Laughter in between.
That's right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Those are sweet nuts too. It looks like.
So our new line is whenever somebody's having a down night, and then there's pig castration.
Yes. We can talk about pig castration if that'll make you feel better.
Castration.
The
Yay,
only one
no.
the only one gonna be happy is the ladies.
The
Yeah.
men will all be like, no,
The men will all cross their legs.
Yep. They'll be like, that's all right.
What are you doing? What are you talking about? You can't find another subject.
Nope.
Yeah.
The one.
Right. Oh my gosh. Too funny.
Those are.
Oh, but yeah, we're doing pretty good we were saying our age. Like for our age, for having to do this whole thing again, like going from to all Apple stuff. It's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
It's huge.
I am still, I mean, the Apple computer back there was supposed to be my YouTube computer, and I'm still on my Dell. So it's like, no.
And
But
if
you
I
can-
still had a Dell to use, I mean, she had.
And I don't know how to use my Dell. So,
Oh,
I mean, I know how to use it for basics.
yeah.
I don't edit on my Dell. I actually edit on my tablet.
I edit on my phone still because I can't seem to get all the pictures here to edit them. Like
Plug it in.
Right.
Plug
Yeah.
it in, plug
Oh
it
no,
in.
it's done it. It's there, but I mean, I just can't seem to get like that. Oh, the picture's open, and I'll
Oh.
figure it out. Like
I hear you. It's hard.
because all the
On a
passwords.
Mac.
That's my problem. Is like usually
Yes.
I'm like signed out as something.
Uh-huh.
Is she can't remember her password.
Yeah,
Yep.
Get in.
and I have to
to go-
redo them. Yeah, and then I can't
Mhm.
remember that one that I just redid because I wrote it down somewhere and left that somewhere. That paper.
If I walk over with a computer towards my husband, he just goes, "Oh, great." Mess up now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
I have a program that's called Team Viewer, and I don't, and it's a free service. And so, because my mom was later in life getting a laptop, and it was like, she's like, I don't want a laptop. I only know how to turn light switches on and off. I don't want all this. And
Right.
anyway, I walked her back then. I could just walk her through on the phone, and then this Team Viewer came up, and so I actually can connect remotely to her computer, and then I can go and fix things, and which I'm
Nice.
super
Food for us,
super.
permaculture.
Hey, Howie.
Hey, nice to see you here.
Who's in the house?
Here as well. It's been a lifesaver for because it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't know any terminology, like I'll have to, it's like, okay, up in the top right hand corner, Mom, is the X. Click that, and so the fact that I can just go in, and sometimes I just walk her through watching her, because it's like you do need to learn,
Mhm.
a couple of these little things, not the complicated stuff. So
Right.
I'm grateful for that, but but like Laura, when you said, I got that computer, but I got the, this one.
Right.
When I first started, I was using, I film with my iPhone, and then I was editing again on my phone. And I'm sure that's where I lost, some of my, or not lost, where my vision just really declined,
Yeah.
because it was like, 2:00 in the morning, and your, little fat fingers are trying to get this done. Right.
Yep.
And so I tried it on, like, I'd love to do it on a big screen like what I have here. And I've got 2 screens, and I'd love all that. But I'm not willing to go and learn a new bit of software.
Right.
Like to
Mhm.
have to bring something else up. It's
Yeah.
like, no.
I have purchased major software, and I cannot do it. My husband can, but I can't. And
Mhm.
it's like, I'm gonna learn it on my iPad, and no. And there I am on my tablet in what is it?
Right. We need that tech support.
Yeah.
Need that tech support.
Yeah. Mhm.
I
It
miss
is.
my-
It's tough.
my
It's
son
tough
lives
to.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wasn't saying anything more. It's just, it's tough. And then I just kept saying it's tough. And it's just, shut up, Maureen. what were you saying?
My son, I used to hand him like my computers when they were, I couldn't get something to work.
Yeah.
And I go in his room a couple hours later and it's all taken apart. And then
Wow.
an hour after that, he brings it back to me and he goes, now it's twice as fast and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I can't find anything. But yeah.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. Anytime when I would get a new phone, it would be the same thing. I would just take the phone to one of my kids and I'd go, okay, fix it. I don't know where my contacts are. Fix it. And
Yes.
literally, it would be, you could count to 20 seconds and they would like, and they go, here you go. And you're like, you got it all working? Yeah. Here's your contacts. Here's your pictures. You got it all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and they weren't trained in it. Like they just were born with the ability to understand cell phones.
All this stuff. Yeah, but they weren't. They were born into that age of computers. We weren't. We were born into it coming to us. That's what I think of my mom too. Is she loved doing that, like making pictures on hers and making magnets out of them and making the Christmas cards and putting like little. That was like her thing. Oh, thank you, Howie. That was like her thing, was her little computer things that she would do. And Hannah and I were just actually talking about that tonight. I'm like, can you imagine that she grew up during the 50s and in her like 60s and 70s, she's playing around on a computer and doing all this stuff that would have been professional grade, like even in the 60s and 70s, like even kind of, like that must have been so like amazing to her. Like, oh, look what I made. Like a business would make.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
So,
I did it myself.
Came out.
Yeah, exactly.
When the cell phones came out in the 90s, my son would always set my cell phone and everything for me.
Yep.
Now when his son turned 2 years old, he had an iPad.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
At 1 year old, he had, what is it called? Gami or something like that. It's a pad, but it's a smaller one for little kids. When he turned 2 years old, he had an iPad.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they grew up with it. Same thing. Malachi grew up with it too. Go ahead.
My kids didn't, when we first got our cell phone.
I meant the when they're little with the phones. Like we didn't get, when she was little, I had a Nokia that dropped right in the, like our kids didn't grow up with the cell phone in front of them.
When you were little, Maureen, your phone was in the kitchen on the wall.
That's right. That's right. And we knew how to do
and my
those
dad
ones. We knew how to do the circular ones.
Yeah.
Yes. Hated the ones that had a 0 in it because and it's like the last number is a 0 and you didn't get it all the way around. You're like, dang, now but I gotta go again. My dad still has one hanging in his just outside in his kitchen that it still rings, and you can still use it. It's a rotary phone. But, yeah, I only
I wonder how many operators we still have today.
Yeah, that's a good. I wonder, or are they all
electronic now? I bet.
Exactly. Are they all AI?
AI.
Yeah.
I'm going. Have I? When's the last time I called 411? Like actually on the phone? I do have a house phone. I don't have just. Yeah. I prefer to talk on my house.
I get tired of paying a house phone bill and nobody use it.
Yeah.
So turn on.
Yeah. If I wasn't using it, then yes, but I do use it because with the cell phone, you just get this one flat screen. I'm not into, the hands-free thing. I can do the corded one sort of, but it's like to do this and to walk around with it, I just can't do it. and where the other phone, it just sits in, you know, the cradle of my neck, and I can still
Yeah.
do dishes. I can still do stuff. Where this one, because it's just a flat screen, I'm gonna, you know, my chubby cheek is gonna hit the mute button, and I won't know.
And
Like,
it's going
can
to
you
give
hear
me
me? I don't know.
cancer against my face.
Hey,
The other phone was made to fit right here in this bone right here in your collar.
right,
made-
exactly.
Mhm.
Right.
It's why I do so well just walking around like this, you know.
Right. So true. There you
Yes.
go.
Oh, look at that. That's really interesting. We had more freedom when the phone was attached to the wall.
True.
Yeah.
We
Kids-
did.
We as kids did for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because if you were outside, you know, in your yard and the phone rang and you didn't hear it, you
Oh,
didn't
wow.
answer it.
That's right.
Sorry, I was outside.
So true.
And now it's like, why aren't you answering your phone?
Exactly.
Yep.
Last year I did that a few times. I actually just left my phone in my house, and just when I'm going out to the garden and
Mhm.
I just went, no, I don't need to have it with me all the time. It's not super important, and they can leave a message and I can call them back
Yeah.
later, and you know, that sort of thing.
Yep.
But-
I've heard of people putting it in a box, a lock box,
Yeah.
Huh.
and leaving it there until they get whatever they need to get accomplished, and then they go back and pull it out, and they let people know that they use that. Like, I will not be answering my phone. If I'm not, I'll get back to you. And
Right.
Mhm.
yeah,
I
it
think it's a
helps.
good idea.
Yeah,
I don't let my phone rule me.
that's
I don't let
right.
it rule
No.
me.
Right. Right. You have to.
But I do find it super handy, because it's like,
Yes.
yeah.
oops, we're in a
Sitting here-
new area, and it's like, here, I can just put the GPS on. It's going to get me to
Right.
the location I need to go.
Right.
It's
You know,
It's a computer I can keep in my hand and go everywhere.
It's true.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so
Pretty
true.
When we
much.
first moved here, I felt so free because I didn't have any reason to have my phone on me all the time.
Mhm.
You know, so now I have to keep it on because of falls and things with mother-in-law.
Yes.
But yeah,
Right.
Well, when I was the only one working, there was only one cell phone, and I had a pager
Mhm.
Right.
cell phone. Then when my son was playing football, he was always gone, so we had to get him a phone so that somebody could wake up and go pick him up from school at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
And then my daughter, she started playing baseball, so I want to make sure she's safe, so that she gets a phone. And the other 3 children, well, the other 2 gets a phone. The
Yeah. Oh
other
my.
boy just did his own thing.
Yeah.
Now
And
my grandson, he got a phone. Everybody got a phone because I said, I want to know where you at, what you doing.
right.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. For safety reasons, it's good to have
Hmm.
to make that thing. I think
Oh, yeah.
with my kids, they were allowed to have a phone once they could pay for it, because it was something that I wouldn't be able to pay for them.
Yeah.
So they
Well,
had to have an
I wish
ability
my
to
wife
have.
thought like that.
Right?
All my kids gone, and I'm still paying for stuff.
Oh,
I
mhm.
think I found it. Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing is with having such a, well, you mentioned you had a big family too, but
Yeah.
big family and not a big, not a big income. We were only a single income. Was like there just was. It's like there's no money to do that sort of stuff, and and life wasn't as like safety has always been important, but it's not like it is today, where you just
Right.
go, oh, okay, you're 5 minutes late. Where are you?
Yeah.
I know that you get off the bus, and it's like, and you're not on that bus, and I have no way
Yeah.
of reaching you. It's a different world that we live in now than when my kids
Yeah.
were. When my kids were teenagers, like my son would just go, okay, mom, I have to be at chamber choir at 6:30 in the morning. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to, and he would just make his way, and he would tell me his whole day. And then I'm going to go to youth group, and then I'll be home at 9. And it's like, okay, didn't have to,
Yeah.
didn't have to think anything of it.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Well, I found my first. Here is my
Your first-
first sweet
first-
potato. There it was. See, it was
Oh,
white.
cool.
It was my first sweet potato, and my awful, like, see, did not know a thing because there's the sweet potato vines. Clueless.
It's awesome.
Clueless. There's sweet potatoes. I'm like, my gosh, look at those.
How'd they taste?
They were well, we thought they were potatoes, so they were very sweet. I thought, boy, these potatoes are so hard when I'm cutting them.
Night, Howie.
Night,
Thanks for
Howie.
coming in.
It's taking forever to cook.
I know these are taking a little while, and when but they mashed up really
Good night,
nice.
Howie.
I served them with gravy, and we're all eating them with, like, I made a meatloaf that night, and with the gravy and mashed potatoes, and we all. I don't think that was a potato. I think that was a white sweet potato. Here. I don't wait. Let me see if I can pause it, and I'll show you.
Sweet potato and gravy. That means the gravy had to be real sweet.
Well, it was.
Right.
It was, and it's a different type of sweet to like an orange sweet potato. You know.
Huh.
Can you guys hear me? Because I'm going to change.
Yes.
It. Yep. I found the video, and I'm going to see if I can turn it up, but I don't know if we'll be able to hear her. But this is the video. I'm at the door.
Oh, here, let me put you on.
There's
mine. On. Nope. Let me put
here.
you on. Wait. Oh, shoot.
That's okay.
Put you back in.
I'm down here now. Hi.
I took you out. I took you out. I brought you back in. It's like how solo layout. There we go. Okay. There we go. You get to see your mom.
No. Oops. Oh shoot! It's not. Hold on. It's being technical on me, and I'm not technical, like we just said. Wait a second.
You are technical.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go.
Oh wow! You grew it?
I grew potatoes.
Wow, wonderful.
Isn't it neat?
Yes.
In the midst of all this bad news, I got potatoes.
Great.
I'm turning into a gardener like Daddy.
Yeah,
Look
very
at them.
nice.
There's some good size ones.
Yes, they are.
For just an experiment.
It's
not bad, right?
Yes.
I'm so glad I did that and filmed her.
Yes.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. That is really sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I know, right?
And it's
like my ring light. Thanks, CR.
Yeah. And it's such a great memory to have.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Definitely a great memory to have. But you can hear me like I was clueless. Look, I grew potatoes. So if you're thinking about becoming a gardener and you think you're clueless, some of us.
We all started somewhere. That's amazing, Carol. When you think about it, so that was 2019 or 2020?
2020. Actually, I was going to show you guys my. There's pictures of, and this was when they were bigger. There's just 4 years ago. Those were my bananas. That's how big they were. There was only a couple of them, and they just started throwing up pups, I think, around 1. So, yeah, down here in South Florida, that's less than 4 years. And I was going to tell Jegs, this is not my jackfruit. You see this over here? It's where my jackfruit is now.
Hang on, let me put you in solo again.
Right here is where my jackfruit is now. We took this whole thing out and I planted a seed. So those jackfruits in the right soil grow like crazy fast. And it's already throwing male flowers.
They're still in the container, but I got 1, 2, I think I got about 5 or 6 still alive out of 19.
Wow. I'm surprised they couldn't take the sun. I'm just because
that's what now, as long as they're sitting back, they could take the heat, but they couldn't take the sun. And they died out. But then I said I start growing the leaves on them. I left them in the shade, and that's it.
Yeah. That's okay. So maybe they need partial shade for now. Because they're young. Maybe
when they get
young.
When they get a little bigger, I got some wooded area. I'm gonna take it over to the wooded area and plant 1 or 2 of them over there.
Yeah, and then you can't move them again because of that taproot. They do not like being moved around.
Mm-hmm.
They get that will kill more of them. Once, hope they survive. I do
that. And it's like you go, okay, so 4 years ago you were like, I threw a potato. And I met you last year, and the stuff, the knowledge that comes out of your mouth about this stop fruit frat for like the stuff that and you learned in the last 4 years is amazing. You are a freak of nature.
Thank you, sweet friend. Thank you. Thank you.
She is a freak of nature.
Yeah, I am a freak of nature. Maybe a little more on the freak side than natural.
That's awesome. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
We're not going to do any pauses on that.
Okay, appreciate it. I just realized what I said after the fact, so I thank you for that. Mm-hmm.
I moon over Miami and Peaches and Queen. Yeah, I hope you do find those northern lights.
Yeah, I wish I could. See them,
it's still too daylight here for me.
Yeah. They came up from the other side of the earth. I'd be talking about.
I didn't see any when I was out there chasing a coyote away.
Oh.
Right before. That's why I was like all angsty when we first started, because I was just out there. My husband's like, I just heard a coyote. I'm like, oh no, we have a chicken out. Like, I'm out there with the flashlight.
Yeah.
Leave my pigs alone.
Being a crazy woman. Where are you?
Right? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. How do you even chase off a coyote? Just go out there with a flashlight. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They are kind of skittish of us.
They are, yeah.
Oh, okay. Unless they're. What about if they're in a pack though? Are they
if they're in a pack, then you shoot in the air.
Okay.
Why not shoot in the pack?
Huh? If they stay in the pack, then you start shooting at them.
That's what she said. Shoot in the air. Why not shoot in the pack?
Well, you can. Yeah. Well, see, at night, until recently, we couldn't hunt them at night, but now we can. So.
Okay. Well, why couldn't you hunt them at night?
If I'm scared, it doesn't matter whether I'm hunting or not.
Yeah. I just tripped. I tried to shoot in the air, and I tripped when I was going backwards, and I hit a couple, like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, see, if I could always even if they weren't by the chicken coop, just throw them like next to the chicken coop. They were attacking my chickens. It's like
that's what hot lid chucker. That's what you do. Okay.
We're even allowed to hunt bobcats at night. Because the bobcat population is so big here right now.
Oh wow. They're
yeah, we have a huge one on video.
They're scary.
It's on my husband's phone. I'd show you guys, but it's like huge. I'm like, that's a bobcat? Are you sure that's? And he's like, yes, honey, look at the ears. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Yikes.
Wow.
I don't like no wildcats. No wildcats. Nope. All killers. Nope.
Yeah.
See your dad. How you doing? Welcome in.
Resilient Dad. Thank you very much for Mother's Day tomorrow. Yeah. And that's always a hard thing. Like when you don't know everybody.
Yeah.
And because they'll come and they'll say Happy Mother's Day to you, and you go, Happy Mother's Day to you, and then you go, it's like I don't.
Happy early,
just like
Father's Day.
We used to do that to Aid. Poor Aiden there.
Yeah, I know.
We'd think he was a guy or a girl.
I never thought he was a girl.
I did. I was so. It was so bad. Poor Aiden. Poor Aiden there. Then I watched the video.
Sweet Thumb.
Yeah.
We thought he was a female. But,
that's what I did think. Sweet Thumb was a female.
He should have said. He should have said Sour Thumb. Then we'd know it was a good
right. Right.
No, I think I always thought. Well, I went to Sweet Thumb's channel, and so, and when I first met him, and it was so Sweet Thumb is a man. So yeah. But it's that thing where you say they say Happy Mother's Day, and you don't know if you have children, and so it's like then you feel rude if you like walk away and go thank you.
Yeah,
and, I hate that.
Yeah, it is that awkwardness. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah,
we all have a mother. Every single one of us.
Yeah, I don't know. Does some of these new
say it out loud?
Some of these new generations, though,
Hey,
coming from
that's what-
test tubes.
That's why I just said, say it out loud. We all
Yep.
came from women.
Well, that's right.
All
That's
came
right.
from a woman, from a
Yep.
mom.
From a uterus. We came from a woman's uterus.
And I might get
Woman.
a rock thrown at me, but if you came from a dude, you're a freak. And that's
Yeah,
enough of that. I ain't trying to. I'm
Yep.
not trying to harm anybody.
Not trying to stir up the pots, just where we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Everybody is
I don't
is
swing
a
honey
beautiful
to
creature.
everybody, but yes, I love everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm almost down. I think I still have another big set of cucumbers to pot up, some more peppers, all the flowers, and all my flowers could be out right now.
Yeah.
And so it's like as I walk in, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to pot those up.
Yeah.
And I did.
My peppers aren't doing well though.
Mm-hmm.
My peppers are they're the nicest they've ever been in the last 3 years that I've been trying to grow pepper, like from seed. Usually
Yeah.
I'm hit with those gnats, and my peppers are all clean. They're just small right now, but I am going to start bringing them out to my greenhouse, which again, kind of stupid. I went from 0 to 50, basically from the greenhouse studio to my hothouse, which is like, it's like 150,000 degrees in there. And I brought all the plants and they all went, and it's like I'm watering them, and the water that's dropping through them is actually so warm. The soil is so warm.
Wow.
And it's like, oh, Maureen, you're probably killing everything. And the squash world that I've got going on is just, I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. Like that's, it's like, and I don't have straw bales because I wasn't going to pay, or hay bales. I wasn't going to pay $20 a hay bale. And,
wow.
Someone just told me about somebody that does kind of some spent, but I doubt that their farm would have any more right now. And it's like, it was that thing where you go, it's a 6 cell, and you go, and I'm going to put 3 seeds in each one, and in hopes that germination will happen,
And then they all do.
and then they all do, and then you go, which one of these little babies do I say, okay, you don't get to have life? You don't get to. No, you pot up them all, and you keep going.
David.
I see David just woke up.
Oh, Croppa.
Good morning.
Hey, David, you just woke up. You can come in now. I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Oh, really? It's the relief. The relief.
Yeah, he's relief pitcher.
That's right.
We promise we won't talk about certain things.
Yeah.
Like castrating pigs.
They have been cutting some unnecessary meat,
Yes.
David.
No.
But I'm gonna let you ladies go.
Okay.
I'm going to the bed. I'm going to the bed. Get in the bed. Watch out on the TV.
Oh, all righty.
Okay.
We appreciate it. Thank you,
And,
J3. And thanks for
Happy
the labs.
Mama's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy Mama's Day to your wife tomorrow.
Yep.
Thank you. And you ladies have a wonderful Mother's Day tomorrow.
Thank you.
And I will see y'all in these streets.
All right.
Yes,
I'm gonna let y'all
well.
put me asleep.
Sounds great. Oh, guys. Also, if you are not subscribed to the Honey channel, what is it called, J3? Because you didn't put it in.
Oh, the new
or drop it in the chat, maybe.
JGD B Honey. I mean, dog. I keep messing up. It's new to me. JGD B Haven.
B Haven. Is it B after the D or just separate?
B dash Haven.
I'll go see if it's up at the top here.
Because
see if you can find it, Maureen, so we can
because
put
I
it
want-
in.
it's basically for my grandgirls. It's Johnson granddaughters, and I want them to behave.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, there, I found it.
The boys got the farm, and I'm gonna give the girls the bee, and hopefully somebody will take up these 2 jobs.
got it.
Yeah.
Right?
JGD-B-Haven.
Aw.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Rob. Appreciate
Hopefully
it.
girls behave and don't mess up their life and do all this other. Just behave till you can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
But ladies, happy Mother's Day. Y'all have a beautiful day tomorrow.
You too.
Love y'all. Y'all be
Love you
blessed.
too.
Later.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
Later. That was too funny when he brought out the nuts.
Yeah.
I needed that laugh right then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Perfect.
Painless, you're doing 100 things and
Yeah.
just listening, sort of, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah.
As long as it's
Yeah.
turned up so you can hear, that's what matters to YouTube, and we appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Especially like now, because I have no idea what's going on with my hours since they did that weird thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
J3, you're missing Dave Corey with Crop says he
Very
loves
nice.
you.
That was sweet, Gardening Warrior. I got this one out of
Gardening
like
Warrior.
out of a kid's
Thank
kit.
you.
Welcome. I don't know when you snuck in. Oh, sorry, you're in and out. Oh, that's wonderful. You got a ring light tripod. That is fantastic.
Yeah, my
That
daughter
is cool.
has this is a tripod too for the phone, but I don't find that oh my gosh, it's a tripod for my phone. Oh my gosh. I've been thinking I don't have a tall enough tripod for my phone because I need the connector for my other How long have I had that there? Thank you, Gardening Warrior. The synapse went off. I appreciate that so much.
It's like I have a ring light tripod too for my phone. I'm looking at it right now for months. This is amazing.
I'm just thinking I could turn the darn ring light off and take it outside now until I can get the little thing for my regular tripod. My hair must have been blonde and it just turned.
Was I putting it on you?
I don't know what happened. Our hair color was switched at birth somehow. I was a blonde up until, my mother delivered me into the world, and then I came out like a little Eskimo, my dad said. I looked like a little Eskimo. It was all dark hair all around my little face. You look like
Oh, sorry.
It's a telescoping tripod with ring light for both phone and camera. Bless you, Karen.
Very nice.
Yeah. With your one that you're wanting to get the little doomahickey thing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it a really good stable tripod?
It's pretty stable, but I'm nervous to even use my Canon that I have, my Canon M50, and it's probably going to age out anyway. Now that I'm saying this, it's suddenly going to probably be obsolete because I mentioned
yesterday.
Yes,
yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm afraid to they got me for, I don't think they realized that it was just for my camera. So yeah, and I'm afraid to put my camera on anything that tall because it's a taller one.
Right.
But I think it could handle my phone. It could handle the weight.
Mine goes over in the wind all the time.
Yeah, I'm loving this new one. I was on the Facebook, the Homesteaders on Facebook, whatever that group is. Yeah. And somebody had posted and said this one, it was on sale. It was like $76. I've bought so many different tripod configurations. This one does have a ring light. This one, just me looking at it, it's just going to topple over just because I looked at it for too long. Don't look at and putting my and it's got the style where you'd put the phone in here and it's a gooseneck, so of course it's like
oh gosh, that's my the Joby that bends. It was doing that to me while I was doing the watermelon challenge video. It kept going
Yeah.
So
So I have this one, and it ended up being like $76, like, and that is for me for Canadian, which is super duper cheap because I've spent like, a little, well, not a ton, but it's like more money on different ones. This one, like just the skookumness to it, like it is solid. Plus, it does have in the tripod, it does have a hook, so you can actually put a counterweight
I have
balance.
that, but I don't use it. Yeah.
Oh,
So that if it is a
yeah.
windy day, that it's blowing around,
Oh, I think I'll just, it is Florida. Maybe I should just do some sandbags and sandbag the bottom. Just put more steps in there so I will never do it ever, ever.
Yeah.
That isn't that the truth?
Yeah, like as
I
many
think the
as
thing
possible.
is, yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, what doing the sand and all that stuff, it's just like when you're moving around so much, it's like, and then you want to get different angles if you're just
Yeah.
using one camera. So it's like, okay, now I got to move it here. And then when you have to move a sandbag too, it's like,
Yeah, that would be a pain.
But
And
you
probably
know-
have to have two set up. You have to have two
Yeah.
tripods out there with you, which is another thing. Like another thing.
I have two tripods, but they're both very light.
I have
One's
multiple
super
too,
light.
but I don't
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
get it
and so
together
this-
over here.
This new one, I do. This new one, I like that it actually screws the phone. You have to screw it in, but it also has a little thing where I can turn it into portrait or have it in landscape.
Ooh.
Like it's just a little twist. So
Yeah.
it's been the nicest one, and just the it's not heavy, but there is it's got a solidness to it. So I
Okay.
really do like this particular one that I got. But yeah, the moving things around, that does, yeah. But it's like for my birthday, I did get new lavalier mics, and I did get a gimbal, and the learning curve of that has been, the gimbal is actually, for the previous gimbal that I had borrowed, that one was more complicated. This one is simpler, but there
Okay.
is something that's a little bit funky with it. And
Yeah,
so
I still don't get mine. So
yeah. So this one is like, it is pretty self-explanatory. The only thing is that if I'm using the gimbal for some filming and then just the regular iPhone, when it all consolidates, it's not all in order. And I can't, and it's like, and the photos are all different. And so when I'm going to go put it into sequence, it's like, is it that? Oh, up, down, whatever. And then using these lavalier mics, I do have to download. It stores it on them, and then I do have to bring it in. And so there is where you do need to have a clapboard so that you can line up the sound. And I didn't do that. As soon as I turned it on, it was recording me, and I was still setting up. So I have, probably about 15 minutes of just, you know, me breathing as I'm walking around, and you hear that stomp, 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 stomp.
Yeah.
Use voice notes or cue cards. Yeah, when I've done when I've done multiple cameras, when I'm doing like a top and bottom camera thing, I actually will just take, usually it's in my kitchen, and I'll just take something and go and slam it down, and that way I see and I can line them up. But so again, so it was like, okay, here's the second video that I've made with my lavalier mics, and I am not using that audio. It's like, because I thought, I'm not going to sit there for hours scrubbing through just so I can find it and line it up. Nope.
Yeah.
No. So again, a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the hardest.
Look at that. Sorry. Gardening Warriors is you just talking rude to poor CR.
Poor CR.
Poor CR.
Me too. I want some of that though. That sounds good. A little bit.
It does.
My lunch is already done. I had Greek food for lunch. Yeah, it was very
nice.
good. Greek salad with they made this chicken that was delicious. I don't know what they did to it, but it was fantastic. And then, of course, they have the tzatziki. So I cheated and had dairy today, and then realized my body does not like dairy. Once
No,
I
it doesn't.
reintroduced it, it was like, no, no. And I felt like I ate a rock, but I had dessert before I, completely believed it. I had some dessert.
Here, get this in before.
Tell me before you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't-
We're not.
Okay,
we're
I'm
not-
running to
we're
the
not-
bathroom, but I still need to take yes.
No, no. I was actually praying over it, like, please do not make me sick. I just need to eat you. Don't cause any problems in my stomach, tiramisu.
Yeah.
I haven't had you in ages, and I really need to just, yeah. So
when I had my gallbladder removed, right after that, I did 50 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail,
oh my gosh, Laura.
and it was about 2
Wow.
weeks after, and it was laparoscopic. So I mean, did have some pain, but not like I did. But
You have a high.
dairy did not agree with me whatsoever,
Yeah.
and in a lot of those meals,
Mhm.
the packaged dry meals, there was dairy. So
Mm.
it's like, oh, run to the, and that's when, hi, Bed Files, good to see you. One of the times when we stopped and I had to run and go to the bathroom, I just happened to be in a bear den, and I'm
Yeah.
just, oh, okay, this is where a bear goes, and I can't move right now.
Oh my
It's like,
gosh.
oh, goodness, I need to get out of here, but I can't move right now.
Oh, you poor thing. That's horrible. That's why I was like, you did what? Because I was that.
Well,
was
you
my-
know, because you're just looking for a place to go, and it's like you're not.
No,
looking at
I
the
meant you took the
surroundings.
trail after your gallbladders. I was still, my body was still figuring out, like, what the heck did you do to me for like a month
Right.
after with foods? It was still like, nope, no. And then okay, that's not
I
too
was in
bad.
really good shape though when I had my gallbladder removed. I was running 15 Ks and doing.
Oh,
all kinds of crazy
wow. Yeah, I've never done that. That would kill me. Like 1K would
I've
kill
thought-
me.
I've thought those thoughts of 15K, but no, nothing more than
No,
just a
no.
thought.
Yeah, I've thought of running, but only if somebody is chasing me, as the saying goes.
Like a bar.
Yeah,
Like a
Like a
bar.
or an animal, yes, or an animal.
stuff. Chris and I used to run with each other.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah, it
Run
is.
and bike and all that stuff.
Mhm. And now you guys
Homestead.
have your own, homestead jungle gym.
Yes,
You
Yes.
know,
And we eat dessert.
and you make great carbs, and yeah, and
Yes.
desserts. Oh my gosh, yes, you do. A did say one time, like, I can't watch Laura's, like, because I will text him when I have trouble in the chat, and I'll be like, hey, this is going on. And you were up on one of my panels, and he's like, hey, and I forgot to tell you, he's like, let Laura know that I can't watch any of her videos unless I've eaten before. Okay, I'll let her know. And I totally forgot. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
funny.
But yeah. If you guys haven't seen some of Laura's stuff that she makes too, oh my gosh, so yummy.
Mhm.
These are the bread ladies up here. I'm
I
telling
love
you.
food. I love food.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think when you're running 15 Ks and you're running every day and all of that.
Oh, you can do it. Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
do it. And so it's like
Yeah.
no big deal, So
Yeah.
and then you stop doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even this, I'll run if you give me $1,000.
1,000K. Yeah, 1K. I'll run or
No.
1K. Or 1K. Yeah.
No, the
Oh, well,
funny
yeah,
thing is you pay people to go run a race.
Yeah.
Let me torture myself and run as faster than I've ever have,
Right.
Yeah.
all for
Yeah.
charity. Oh,
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
I just was never a runner, but then again, it could have been the asthma that they wouldn't let me have any inhalers for, because they were the old
Right.
doctors that were like, "Oh, you might get addicted to the inhaler, so we're just gonna wait and see." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm here for this. Like, but I was too little to tell them. Like my
Right.
mom didn't, her generation. Okay, doctor. Yes, Dr. God. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for years, I would go to PE and I didn't know why I couldn't,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I couldn't breathe in the morning either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Becomes a
anyway,
problem. It definitely becomes a problem.
yes.
Yeah, no,
yes.
I don't know that I would. I don't know that I could run a whole for $1,000. Well, probably I could, but my knees would
Oh,
hate
man.
me. I would probably piddle my pants, off and on the run. It just wouldn't be
Yeah.
good. So then I think, do I really like I do? I need the money, but would I be able to? Oh, something happened. Miss Carol.
Miss Carol. She went.
Miss Carol.
She went away.
She just left.
Yeah.
So no,
I
there she's-
used to. I've always wanted to run, and then I couldn't do it. My lung capacity was horrible, and then so I started biking, and then I got really good at biking, and and that increased my lung capacity, and then I went from there to running, and then I stopped running when my back started going kaput.
Yeah.
right.
Well, what goes next is usually your knees and all the joints that you're impacting.
I
So-
had bad knees already, but
Yeah.
it was.
But I
like-
mean, my uncle's been a lifelong runner and biker, and he walked like he can barely walk, and like he was the healthiest of the whole. My mother,
Mhm.
my aunts, and everything. He was the healthiest doing all that, but he, at a certain age, was the one who looked the most crippled
Yeah.
because of all the impact on his joints from running.
Joints,
It's like,
right.
And he
Right.
even had that surgery where they go in and they fill the joint with that to keep it from going
Mhm.
bone on bone.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is probably best
Wow.
that you did stop. If it was
That's
your
probably-
back, because I'm be back, hips,
Yeah,
knees,
yeah.
feet. Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
chiropractor was like, no, you need to stop.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's hard though, because like you said, it burns the calories fast. My sister-in-law too, like
Yeah.
how she's kept smaller, but she ended up having
Well,
to have,
and you get those endorphins when you run. And
yes.
and
That was like me laying out in the sun, and I didn't have to do much of anything. The sun did it all, and I just I miss that. But skin cancer and all. What a bummer. Darn it. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, we all do, Rob. He kind of went dead to us last night, so we think he had a pretty darn good time.
He
I
had a
mean,
good
at
night.
least he had a good night, at least from our side of things.
Yeah. All right.
Kinda
He's just a
went-
baby.
He just went silent.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
a baby.
I think, what, Laura, are you my age? Are you 53? Or are you
Mhm.
younger? Okay, I thought we were the
53.
same age. Okay, so yeah, according to this panel, yes, age is a baby.
Mhm.
And all men love that. He's probably gonna be
Mhm.
like turning in his wrench on me. You can have this wrench.
Mhm.
Yeah, baby. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm the old one on the panel. I'm the old lady.
nah, ain't nothing.
Not
wrong
that
with
much.
you.
Not by much.
That's right.
No,
No.
not by
But
much. But
Have you seen her latest short though? She moves like the Dickens. I said that to her.
you're so fast. I said, yeah, I'm cool like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I have seen the latest.
I wish we could do that. I wish we could just switch a button on ourselves when we want to get stuff done. Rob's
Yeah.
like, yeah, Marie,
I
you're
am
really
ancient. I am an ancient old lady.
Definitely feel like that some mornings when I wake up. It's like
I felt like that when we were packing for here, and a lot of those videos is like, where the camera's sped up. I'm like, man, I wish I could really pack that fast. It's like-
I wish I could get my gardening done like that someday.
yeah,
I'd
all
have
those
everything.
weeds so fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, bless you, CR, for saying that. That's very nice. But I think it's like that's the age of my youngest child. So
Aw.
you just
Yeah.
turned 48, and I think Aid is younger than me. No, I think Aid 8
Yes,
hit the
8. 8 is 50. Q. No.
50. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to say yeah. Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
No. It's a yeah. No. I don't know what that is.
Yes, no, yes, no, no, yeah.
And we all point like this from now on because that's. So 4 aren't coming back at you, baby.
That's
I got
right.
that from Marine.
That's right.
If you're mad at
Nothing's coming to me, you know. And you go, hey, when you're pointing your finger, you got 3 coming back. Nope, I don't. I have all of them going at you right now.
I just need to learn to do that in the car when somebody is horrible, to keep my fingers together at certain moments. It happens that they do separate in extreme circumstances. I will. Yeah, I don't know who takes over. It's like 20-year-old Carol who thinks she's invincible.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, not good. So I must remember that. Stay in your lane. Don't cut me off with my kids in the car. I know you're going to be like, lady does sign language or something, but her fingers were together, so she's not saying anything bad.
She's doing the Bananarama
Yeah.
song. I'm your fucking God desire.
Oh my gosh, she's voguing in the car. That's so 1990. Cannot vogue. Put yourself in a box.
I just rubbed.
I almost rubbed peppermint in my eye today.
Lotion in my eye.
Oh no, don't do that. She's got it. On your Venus, I'm your fire. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be stuck in my head going to bed tonight.
Yeah.
So funny how we get
there is a
similar.
Get rid of the earworm, but like I think it's an earworm itself, and it's like, why would I want to replace one earworm with another earworm? But I don't remember what the song is. No thanks.
No, thank you.
No thank you.
No, thank you very much.
Yeah. So A
Got
did
it.
have a good birthday. Oh yeah. See, and you just keep bringing it up. Just keep bring it up again. So that earworm.
That's that younger Carol doing it. It's that high school girl down in there. She's like, yeah, that's a jam. Let's go.
Oh, thank you. That's one bug that still to this day, freaks the pants right off me.
They are,
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they are or what they're good for, but when you're a kid and you go, "What's an earwig?" Well, and you talk to other kids. Well, it's a bug that's going to crawl into ear, and
yes, that's what they would tell us. Yes,
and so that's what you believe. And so I'm a grown ass woman, but I'm still like, that earwig's going to get in my ears,
right?
You're gardening, and all of a sudden somebody goes, "Oh."
I know.
What are you doing?
It's an earwig.
I know. We only see them. I see them here only once in a blue moon, and then if you see them, that's a very bad thing because you have a moist area in your home, which you may be growing mold in that it crawled out of. That's when we see them down in South Florida, is where there might be water damage. Hey, Kier, what's up?
Aww.
Aww. I'll be right back. I must visit somewhere.
That older women know just how to please a man. Yeah, would you like some chicken and gravy and potatoes? Here you go. Oh, you don't want that? Oh, you want Belgian waffles with strawberries and chocolate. Oh, you don't want that one? Oh, you like salad. You want a smoothie,
Yeah.
That is that thing where it's like, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know about you, Laura, but it's like well,
I'm having trouble hearing you, Maureen.
Oh, oops. Is that better?
Yeah. Is it a
It should.
one directional mic or what's that called?
Yeah. It could be that I'm just so far away from the mic.
There we
Is
go.
that better?
That is better.
Better. Yeah, like I am one that's I like to feed people. Like it's like I am that one where it's like, oh, you come in. Hey, are you hungry? I can make you. It's like here. Let me just chop up some things and get you fed. It's that thing where you go, gotta feed you. It's part of that love language. Not in my older age, I'm not so much, but it's usually, when my kids come home, it's like, hey, can I just warm you up? Or warm you up some. It's like, Mom, that has dairy in it. I can't have it. Well, I'll scrape the dairy out of it. It's fine. It's pasta sauce. It's an Alfredo pasta sauce. I'll scrape it. It's fine. You'll be fine. I'll get the cheese out. I need to feed you. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's right. It's fine. It's from your mother.
Because it's me, it's all right. Yeah.
Oh, here comes another one with Rob. Get rid of that earworm or you'll start walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Hey, Camo and Bows. Lots
Hey,
of great
Camel
names.
Bows.
Oh, and cute little pictures. It looks like two little chicks.
Little chicken babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on day 2 of them spending the day outside, so it went pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, and I think that I will be, like I said yesterday, I'll probably only do it for a little while. I won't, because I'm sure the novelty will wear off very quickly, or me. And I love chickens too. I love chickens. Yeah, I'm not. But it's when I feel that the babies can be okay with the big girls. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And they're so flighty. Like these ones are just like ridiculously flighty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they more so than your other?
I could say yes, but I don't know if I've forgotten because it's been 2 years since I've had younger ones. But I do find, but
the babies too. I mean, it seems like when they get like my chickens, they're now over a year old, and now they're finally. Some of them are just getting really friendly. It's like, oh yeah, so.
Like how friendly?
Like coming up to you without when you don't have food, that kind of thing.
It's like
looking.
Well, they're going, but maybe you have food behind your back. Maybe it's in your pocket.
It's like, or they come over.
I love it when hers do that, like they're talking to her. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's I guess I'm just concerned because it's going to be such a big crowd of them. That, and the area is quite large. Like it is, I think it should be okay for the babies. I don't think they'll be able to crawl through any of the fence posts, and we do have some extra wire up and whatever. So, I probably could just start incorporating it now, but I'm not sure. I have to go away for next weekend, and so maybe at that point.
Yeah,
because
it's like chickens are brutal.
Yes.
When they turn, they can be brutal.
Yeah. My dad, I wanted to get, I was actually, I wanted to get quail first. And I was fixated for some reason at the time, like, okay, well, I'd like to get some Bob White quail. That was before I knew the laws in our area or anything. And my dad proceeds to tell me the story of when he was younger and they had quail and one had a prolapsed anus, how the other quail turned on it and pecked
Chickens
it to
will
death.
do that.
And he said, and chickens will do the same. He's like, birds are vicious. And he
Yes.
wasn't lying. Wasn't
No,
lying.
no. Well,
Chickens
They
will
need
be
to
good if it's really red.
Thanks, Camos and Bows. Thank you, Camo and
Who-
Bows.
who's Camo and Bows in?
Laura's. So we need
Laura's?
to move. I
Thank
can do
you so
that.
much.
Let me get
Okay.
your link and I'll drop it in Laura's.
Thank you, Camo.
No,
Thank you,
welcome.
Carrie.
Yeah, well, because it's if there is the smell of weakness or sickness, the the other chickens, they don't want a predator to come find them, so they will go, we will
Right.
take you out now, and they just want to get rid of it.
Right.
So mhm.
Yeah.
When do you, Laura, when do you incorporate, or do you always just have big packs, and or do you ever incorporate more into the fold?
Well, I have a brooder for smaller amounts inside my chicken coop, and that's how I kind of do that. My other ones, I put them in a smaller chicken coop in the coop area for a while. They still fought though. It was
Yeah.
Mhm.
But at what age would you?
I think they were 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. I waited a
Mhm.
while.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm at that 8 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. I really, really do
Oh, very
appreciate
sweet.
that.
Mm.
And I will go and find you. And I was, it was Moonsprout that was saying, when you're on a live and you go and you grab somebody, the best thing to do is to add them into watch later, because you're
Mhm.
still with the live, right? And
Camo and Bows, is this a second channel? I'm thinking maybe of another Camo and Bows then.
Oh, yeah,
They
there's
don't
no-
have,
they
they
got
just have,
subscribers,
yes, they have subscribers, so they have a
but
community
no
tab, but no videos.
videos.
How'd you pull that off, Camos and Bows? Camo and Bows, how did you pull that off?
God is
Mhm.
great.
But-
Chickens are good. People are crazy. Oh, I love that.
I like
When you
that
get
too.
to see when you get to see it up big. Here, I'm just gonna share it over here
Okay.
because it's like you can't.
That's amazing though. 200 and you don't have like a thing on your channel, but you got
We have-
community tab. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
Great.
I have enough trouble.
Right?
I should have made it bigger again.
That is
Here
a
we go.
beautiful logo.
It's
love that
it's a
logo.
gorgeous logo.
Mhm.
No, oh, I didn't do it right. It's beautiful. Like there's just the artwork is fantastic.
Mhm.
Oh, they got their little do rags on there. It's so
Mhm.
Yeah.
cute.
Camo
Stop
and
sharing.
Bows, did you have another channel or did you have another name that we would know you by before you did the logo and the name? Because I thought
Oh,
I thought there was another channel that has Camo and Bows, but I'm
I've
thinking
been
of
following the
something else,
homesteading
I think.
community for years, but coming soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
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 And I agree
Mhm.
with you. I saw that community post and it's so true.
Yeah.
Yep. They will.
My only concern is will they let us stay subscribed?
Yeah,
Because if you made
we
a
have it.
comment on their community tab,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's like
have you waiting in the wings, Camo. And I'll get
Oh, it used to say Camo and Bows 1. So did you have a 2 or did you have a just this is your channel that you've been following with? I'm sorry, I missed questions tonight. Pardon me. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah,
Oi.
we're all trying to figure out how to,
YouTube and what's going on with it. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
and how to
I'm
make-
surprised that you've been able to keep 200 subs without content.
yeah.
And
I have enough trouble just trying to,
just keep my hours
it
that I'm
used to say
earning.
camo.
Yeah.
So isn't that the
Okay.
same? Okay, it used to say camo and bows. That's the same thing as the other one.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Same channel.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I wonder.
It's all
hold on.
good. It's all good. Oh yeah, CR, you're planning to. Oh, just about missed that. Thank you, CR, for coming and
Yay.
hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. So you take
Yeah.
care.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
It's
That's good.
seeing ya.
Yeah, when people go, kind of a little bit missing, make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
And there isn't really, unless you have their direct email, you don't have a way of
Right.
checking in
Right.
with people and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, hey
Hey.
there, Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Our favorite kitty cat guy. He's got the cutest little kitty cats.
Yes.
It does.
And they love to show themselves to us
My
various times.
my favorite is when we're just sitting there and all of a sudden the cat pops up on the camera as if they're like, what is going on? Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that your hubby got sick.
Oh no.
Yeah. That does put a little bit of a damper.
Oh, sorry. We all have our things, but that's very hard.
Yep. But they're ready now. So just at the time.
Yay. Good for you. It's awesome.
Awesome. Very, very good.
Yep.
That's good.
No, and I acted so surprised, Camo and Buzz, because I was just dealing with something with time with my hours, because Maureen and I are working on our hours. We have our subscribers, and she's almost done with her hours for the 3,000, but for the 4,000, we're still both working on those. And I just saw 2 videos that Zippo, boop,
and it says 0.
Yeah.
Wow.
0.0. And I got so excited because it was the first time I'm ever doing a slideshow, and I don't see anything in my email where they've contacted me and said, hey, you used something that you shouldn't have. Naughty.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're looking at it and the algorithm has to talk amongst
Decide.
itself.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I don't know.
When I hit
No.
1,000, there was all kinds of weird little quirky things that happened.
Okay. So it's
And
just
it went
the
away.
AI looking at it more critically, like, oh, this one's getting ready. Let's see what's fake on there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great. Good. Yeah. So have we. It is a great place to make friends, and also,
It is.
yeah, and other things too, because it's still it's a city unto itself. YouTube is so there is everything that you will find in a city, good and bad, on your social media, not just YouTube. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's actually, when you said it like that, it's because I know Jegs always says, see in the YouTube streets, and I like that, and I just think the streets. But when you just pronounced it as it's a city unto itself, and it's like, oh my gosh,
there's some streets
it
you
really
just do not
is.
want to go down in social
I don't want to go down that street. That street is icky. It has icky stuff.
That's the naughty street and the red light
don't go down
there.
The X-rated street.
Yeah,
that
the X-rated street. Oh, well.
So.
Yeah. I have to say, though, the drug street that does the 420, though, they do have a lot of growing information that can come over towards the gardening side of things. They've been doing the,
Did you get a little bit star-eyed just now, Carol, when you're talking about?
Oh, where are my gummies? me lucky charms.
My lucky charms.
Me lucky charms. They're magically delicious. And then I see magical things.
Yes, no, going down the.
That's right. That street. Nope.
No.
That's one thing I've learned too is you've got to be careful under education, because they can put anything under education now in YouTube.
Oh.
And YouTube, even if it's reported to them, they kind of drag their heels a little bit. Country Hustle's still here. He's like, I heard that. What are you talking about?
That's right.
I had that for a certain time for my fibro, my card. I don't have that.
funny.
Gums.
Yeah. And I'm
Oh.
very much a lightweight, so it's like a quarter of a gummy, and I'm good. And then if I do, yeah.
gonna smell it. There.
yeah, I just licked it a little bit, and then I did a quarter of one, and
To
then
me, it would be like I'd smell it, and I see dead people.
I think poor Laura had such a bad. I think they gave you too much off the bat. I think that's what happened. I think that's
When I was on the Pacific Crest Trail, my cousins came with us, and they live in Texas, and it's Oregon,
yeah.
and so it was right after it became legal,
Oh, so they
and
went
so
to the
they had to
Kansas
buy
store.
stuff for on the trail,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
Right.
And I had never tried it, ever, and so I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I can try a piece of chocolate.
Oh,
you
that's
don't want to be paranoid on a trail,
no, no.
and that's what happened to me.
Yeah, and the
That's my
chocolate was
problem.
the chocolate was my favorite because it's extremely quickly effective. It
Mhm.
melts in your mouth and right into your bloodstream.
Mhm.
And I only lit a little bit, so it's maybe you took too big of a
Probably.
You probably took a oh, that's chocolate. I'll have some. Plus,
have a
oh, it
square.
has a little extra.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I
Yeah,
can't. I couldn't even do a whole square of mine that I had,
No.
and I haven't even touched the. There's two strains, the sativa and the in the couch strain. The in the couch strain.
Indica.
Call it indica. Thank you.
Indica.
I couldn't think of the name, but I could think of what it does
Into
to
the couch.
you,
Indica.
into the couch. And the indica, I haven't even touched it because the other one, But anyway, so yes, on the YouTube streets, there's a 420 street too. Yep.
Yeah, I don't go down that one,
You
but I
didn't
have the same.
Say, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Or
No.
will not do it.
Yeah, and I don't really
Yeah.
do it anymore. If I'm in a lot of anxious pain, if
Right.
my anxiety is bringing on my fibro pain, then I
Yeah.
might have a little bit of a gummy in there.
I've seen it do amazing things for people, and especially people
Absolutely.
with seizure disorders and stuff.
Yeah.
It just
Right.
doesn't work for me. So that's all right.
Yeah.
It got
Yeah,
me through mom's time in
Mhm.
in hospice. I have to say that's really what it ended up being good for, was settling down the anxiety. I'm sorry.
Sleeping under the couch.
Yeah, right. It's sleeping under.
Bless
What
you.
were you gonna say, Maureen, about what?
Oh, yeah. I
I've
have the
done
same
one.
thing as you, Laura, where it's like I have complete, utter paranoia.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope. And then also, because my husband, it was a really great help for him with his cancer.
Yeah.
So I was making some pizza I hadn't eaten or whatever. And we're making homemade pizzas. And so I said, okay, I'll try some, and I know what I've felt like in the past. But this one, because I thought, okay, it could be the strain or it could be la la la. And this is where it was like, yeah, I don't like this feeling, because it just felt like my stomach was, was moving and it was going to fall out of my body. And then part of it felt like I think I might throw up. It was like,
oh yeah,
and
that's
it was
not
this-
good.
It was this thing where it's like, I don't know which way my stomach wants to come out of my body, but it wants to come out.
Right.
And I went,
Sorry.
and so there's my sick husband. Well, he was, I said, you're going to have to continue with making the pizzas, because I have to go lay down on the couch, because I don't like this feeling of not having the
Hey,
control.
Chris Wyatt.
So,
Yes, homemade
wow.
pizza.
Yeah.
homemade pizza has to be cheaper than you.
Yeah.
Certainly. Yep.
Yep.
For sure.
Better for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Better for you.
I'm
I
not
love
one that partakes
homemade
either.
pizza.
But yeah, I love pizza anytime. It's like if there's leftover pizza and it's cold pizza the next day, or even warmed up pizza for breakfast, that is one of my favorite meals of all. It can get wild in the YouTube streets. Yeah, there's probably, a little bit of showdown, like country and western is what I start thinking. Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
good, the bad, the ugly. Yeah. Mhm. So I actually had pizza. We did order in pizza
Mm.
the other night just because it was like,
I haven't done
I
that in a long time. And the last time I did, or my mother-in-law's like, I'm going to order pizza. And so she orders pizza, and my jaw dropped on how much it cost. It was like $60. And I was like, whoa,
Wow.
for 2 medium pizzas.
and pizza is supposed to be one of the most cheapest things to make out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you like the cost of it and that.
Right.
Cold Hawaiian pizza with jalapenos for breakfast. Oh yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Camembos. I can eat it for breakfast. And salad cream. That's an interest. Oh, right, because yes, you're British.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that Chris Wyatt guy. Chris Wyatt is new to me. So
yeah.
welcome, Chris.
Oh, I don't know where it went.
Are you going to tell us? I think I know what salad
Tomato.
cream is.
Yeah, it's salad cream. They eat it over there. You eat it on your salad. It's a certain type of dressing that they use, but it's called salad cream.
Yeah.
I believe that might be it because I've seen it before. And I went to that British store and then forgot to, of course, edit the video.
Yeah, we ordered 2 large pizzas and 1 large cheese bread, and it was $60. I almost died.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yep. The criminal conduct is Papa John's charging $5 to deliver. That money does not go to the driver. It's just cash theft.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, I was going to say it is like it's almost like a mayonnaise-y type thing.
Yeah.
But like
Right.
some people call Miracle Whip mayonnaise. But.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you go. So after that, I don't buy pizza anymore.
Yeah, I don't buy pizza. We don't buy pizza. We make our pizza.
Yes, same here. I'm not into Miracle Whip, and actually, well, since all the changes that have been done to some of the other fancy brand names of mayonnaise, we've stopped doing that too. And our plan is to go, okay, we're gonna try making our own. When we've tried to make it ourselves, it's not been that good. But Marissa just got a recipe from where she was doing some respite care for a family. The gentleman made some, and she said it was fantastic. And so he said, "Here's the recipe." So we haven't tried it.
Once you try it, you gotta let me know because I'd like to make our own.
Yeah, because it's like there's all like the Hellman's. I might as well say the name, but the Hellman's doesn't taste the same anymore. It's got a weird flavor, a weird taste. So, but yeah, Miracle Whip is not mayonnaise. I do know that.
No, it is not.
Oh, can you put the picture up, Carol?
Oh, of the salad cream.
It's like saying Crisco is.
Sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Whatever. They have a recipe for it, Aid, online.
Can't buy most things as adverts do not look like me. All of our ads are for 12% of the populace. Sorry, that is what I heard 30 years. Only now it's true.
All right.
Yep, pretty much. Yes, lard is not oil. Very true. Very true.
Nope.
Oops, I always forget.
Sorry.
You can liquefy lard, but it is not oil. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's just my computer's doing weird stuff. The Wi-Fi is going in and out. It's probably solar storms still having their effect.
So did you meet any piggies on your piggy adventure?
No, sadly. And that was like, we didn't stay. I think they were going to do a little bit of a walkabout before they did the, here's the hottest fence you want for your pigs.
Right.
We did see the crazy eye sheep that were out and about, and they were out in the pasture. And actually, because they were saying, it was a free event,
Mm-hmm.
but you could pay $14 for your lunch, and and it was sandwich or salad, and they didn't know which were going to be which. And I thought that they would have actually made salads, or like made a sandwich meat, with the pork, but
Yeah.
they went and picked it up, ordered it in. So, yeah.
Yeah,
usually-
I shared it for you. It's there, what it looks
Oh,
like. So she would know.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Laura asked me, I did share it, and I was like, it must be my Wi-Fi. That's the
Salad
Heinz
cream.
salad cream. Heinz makes it. That's on World Market Aid. It's only $8.99 on our World Market, but I don't know what the shipping is and how much you have to get to make it work. Price to make the price work for you. I'm not sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
No
Not sure.
idea. No idea. Yeah. Well, I was trying to go through and
Because
wasn't
it's
paying
not
attention.
from here, Camambos. It's not from here. That's why you haven't seen it before. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. Do you guys not sell salad cream in the States? Because we sell salad cream.
We
sell
don't
it in
unless it's part of like an international section, no. Or if it's at like a store that's from like a British store, I found
Right.
a British store.
Right.
Otherwise, no, they pulled it because they said it wasn't like selling like it needed to
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
to keep it on the shelf. Yes,
Mhm.
salad cream, Chris Wyatt. Yep,
Yep.
that's what they call it over there.
Yep.
And it's-
Yes, it is Camambos. It's like salad dressing. Like,
See, here we have the best brand, which is the same as, and I noticed like
Sorry,
6 or
my
7
mind went in a wrong place.
Did you need to pause yourself? Is that what you're
you
saying?
need to pause your brain. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing, Gardening Warrior. It's like, why doesn't this taste the same?
Yes.
So, so you've dated some crazy-eyed sheep.
Yeah, I all the mayonnaises now are soybean oil. That's why they taste
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all soybean.
Yeah, I wouldn't use canola oil because it's actually
Yeah.
the original name is it's a genetically modified
seed.
grain or grain seed.
Rapeseed
Mhm.
oil.
And it's-
Rapeseed oil.
It was
Yep.
rapeseed oil is the original, and then they changed
Yeah.
it to canola because it was
Yeah.
more user friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus rapeseed oil. Yeah, it doesn't really sound like
Yes,
I
the
don't know.
diva is
great.
a Canadian.
I am
Yes,
a
Sweet
Canadian.
It's
Oh, there's Sweet Thumb.
Hey, Sweet Thumb.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So yeah, I am part of the Canadian, but I don't say a whole lot. But I am I live on Vancouver Island, so I'm right across from Washington State. So I'm below the Canadian border. So I have a really great grow zone here. So well, they may have been wolves dressed as sheep, but they were crazy-eyed nonetheless. Yeah,
It
Jake's
is.
really
It
Jake's is
beautiful.
just watching from there.
Yeah, he's watching
Mhm.
from bed. You can wave at him, Sweet Thumb, from the side chat. Just kidding.
Yeah, rapeseed is beautiful growing in fields, but it's also not healthy for the soil. It's not healthy to
Night, Camambos.
so.
You
Okay,
too. Have a good night.
thank you.
Yeah,
you-
my brother, that's what he went to Australia to help with the bringing in of the seed, and they have to make sure it has just a certain dampness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not say that. I say about. Are you going to tell me about that story?
There you go.
So I'm not from the East Coast where they say about.
About, yeah.
About. No, I'm
See,
from the West
don't
Coast.
get me started because I slip back into it every once in a while.
Ciao, ciao, Bella.
Especially when I'm tired, I start saying about. And
I do have a better grow zone just by just
Yeah.
a midget.
That's crazy. That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
it is crazy.
Well,
It's milder than mine, I think. But okay, so when you say it gets ding dang hot, I have to say it the way you say it.
Ding dang hot. It was
So
ding dang
Ding
hot in the
dang.
backyard.
so what?
Good.
How hot is Ding Dang hot?
It's ding dang hot.
For today,
No,
for
in the
today's
summer. In the
weather,
summer,
maybe.
your Ding Dang summer.
In the summer, we do get. I'll tell you what it is in Fahrenheit. So we could get like 35 or 40 Celsius, and that would be and 40 is not super. It's not super common because we stay really mild here, but 35 is 95, 95 Fahrenheit, and it was so ding dang hot that one year.
Yeah.
Let me just find this here. That I was having my shower or whatever, took the towel off, and I hang it over a rack over the top of my shower, put it on my face, and it was like, why has this been out, just came out of the dryer feel, like it was just from the air in the house. And the girls upstairs, like their rooms upstairs, they went, touching the door handles was actually too hot. Like you actually had to use a sleeve.
So how long does that last there? Because
it's only been these last couple of years that it's been weird that way. We will cool off beautifully through the evening. Not super, but it was just kind of like I don't know if it was like a 3-week stint. It wasn't common for what we usually have. But what happens is that the Olympic Mountains shoot the stream above us, and then it goes and dumps on Vancouver on the mainland. So we're kind of in this little oasis. So we miss the snow, we miss the extra rain, but so it was it was ding dang hot. But right now, like even today, I think it was I don't know if my little barometer thinger is out there is good, and I'm gonna put it at 33 because it was in the 30s back there, so that would put it in the 90s in the backyard today. But the rest of the rest of around was fine, but it's just like yeah. So
yeah, we get ding dang hot for about 6 weeks, where it's in the high 90s and hundreds here.
Yeah, it's already today's feels like was 100.
Yeah,
we're not even.
And why do you look so
out of
sane?
Spring. Because of air conditioning, and the air conditioning at the mall, some of it was out, and even Hannah mentioned it. Like, did it feel hot? I was like, yeah, one of their units was out. I walked right through it, and you could tell because it's a 2-story mall, in the second story, because heat rises, you could feel it in a certain section. It's like, yeah,
true, Chris.
Felt like one of them was out completely. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a nice place.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah, it is a lovely, lovely place to live.
I had my first marriage, my honeymoon was there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was where you had the story where you guys were in the hot tub, and they were talking about hockey, and he thought they were talking about baseball.
Yeah.
I don't know those teams. No, they're hockey.
That was so cute. I love that story. That's so cute.
It's so funny.
Not sure if you did any. I just need to click that.
Heck, I know. I've just got too many tabs open. Forgive me for a second. I'm closing tabs to try and get my computer to do its thing. Huh. So weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I was married for 17 years, and then he was an abusive alcoholic, and so that didn't work out.
It's like, no.
So I married a nice guy instead.
Very tall.
Yeah, very tall, nice guy.
Okay, who's hi?
Hi.
Yeah, I'm not. Hi's not in mine.
No.
Is that you, Kirul?
Hold on.
Maybe J.
No, it's J3. No, it's J3.
Okay.
So
Yeah. This second marriage is definitely a lot better than the first ever was.
And I am not seeing.
That's good. Which is a gift, you know,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
it brings some redemption. Because I think if you've been in an abusive marriage, whether it was the man or the wife, like either one, you know, you start getting a little bit gun shy, because it's like the next person, you know, they might be the same, and you
Right.
don't, because you
Mhm.
just start thinking that all people are like this, you know.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, I had an experience of that where I just thought, yeah, this is how all men are, and
Right.
this is their expectation, and this is how they speak and how they
Yeah.
treat women. And I had a dear friend of mine who like he's one of those again where it's like, you know, it's almost like it's like as close to a brother as you could possibly be, but even somewhat closer than that. And we had this little situation happen, and you know, and it was something that was hurtful to me. And then we ended up talking about it a couple of days later, and I didn't want to talk about it, because I just know, you just leave it alone. He's gonna be mean. He's gonna do whatever he's gonna do, and that's fine. And so I said, yeah, I'm gonna go off the phone. And then he called me back, and it was like, no, I need to make this right. You know,
Mhm.
I actually hurt your feelings. And it was like, it was one of those things where it was like, what? You actually want you actually want to heal this little rift between us, you know?
Mhm.
And I just was shocked. And it was an eye opening. It was like, oh, so you all don't think that, all you know, all men don't think
Mhm.
this way. I'm not trying to
Right.
pigeonhole, but it was like when you've been raised that, and that's all you've done, right? So
Right. Yeah.
mhm.
You know, with my first marriage, I think, you know, I married young. I was really naive. And, you know, he had done drugs and, you know, alcohol and you're naive, you know, a young Christian woman, and you think, oh, well, God heals people, and you move on, and, you know, everything's
Yeah.
okay. And you just don't the reality of what, you know, they were
Addiction
actually
is,
doing,
yeah.
not there. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And so,
Yeah.
good wake up call.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Colonel. I would say yes, you are. It doesn't matter what country you're from, you all are.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Even guys get it gun shy as well. Feels like it can all fall apart at any moment. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it's like,
True storm.
it's tough. It's very, very difficult, especially when you go, oh, well, look at, I found my first husband. Oh, look at that. I found him again. Look at, he's
Mhm.
different look, but you look the same. You're the same.
Yeah.
I had to go through therapy when I first got married, because I was you start looking for that in that person, you know, after you've been with them for a while, and it's like, okay, are they, you know, you start comparing, you know, to your old relationship, and it's easy to find what you can find what you're looking for if you look hard enough. And a lot of times, you know, he was never my first husband, though. Never abusive, never. But, you know, if he raised or did one little pinch of what my ex would do, then it was easy to go there, you know.
Mhm. Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
And
that
so I
makes
had to go
sense.
through therapy to heal from that. So it didn't, you know, I was so thankful, though, you know, he was
Yeah.
a good
Mhm.
guy. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
yeah.
And that you were willing to do the work, because sometimes, you know, it's not always easy to
Yeah.
do the work and that.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. None of it's good. Any of those. Totally agree. It's sad when those things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't complete a sentence because I was still closing out things in my computer. It was a thought that didn't get finished. Sorry, Rob.
Get
Sorry. That's what I.
finished.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, Rob. It's so easy to find that. And
True.
and it's like, okay, well, he's not really that. He's not really this, or you know, it's my husband. I fell in love with him because he was so truthful and honest. And my now husband, and my ex husband was, you know, a liar and a cheat. Not a cheat, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
he-
A deceiver.
a deceiver.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
and
Rude. Sorry.
and so it was refreshing that he was so honest. My husband is like brutally honest sometimes. You know what I mean? He's a factual guy. He's an accountant, you know, factual guy.
Right. It's right.
And so right now he's driving a truck because in Tennessee you can make more driving a truck than being an accountant.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And does he like it though?
Yes and no. He,
Right.
you know, he has a bad back, so it's not the greatest.
Right, because you're in that. Yeah.
But you know, it's our own business, so it's, you know, he's doing the accountant side too, and doing all the numbers and all. So he's filling the niche too. So,
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, good. Enjoy her, Bob.
yeah. Have a good time with her, Bob.
Yeah, have a wonderful Mother's Day. Hope she has a wonderful Mother's Day.
Yes. So we've been here for 2.5 hours.
Oh,
I think we're gonna shut her down.
Sorry,
And
Susan.
you know, thank you all so much for hanging out with us and for enduring with some of the craziness, some of the tears. It was a very emotional evening. So anyway, you know, thank you of course to Carol and to Laura for being my co-host and for co-streaming with me. I really do appreciate that. And we will
appreciate you having us.
Thank you.
No, Rob, I'm just exhausted from my flipped schedule. I'm not. No one's boring me. I went to morning schedule and I'm still not used to it yet.
Yeah,
Still.
we'll see you in the YouTube streets. We trust the process. What are some of the other? Oh, y'all be good. What's some of the other sayings that get said?
God bless.
Yeah, God bless.
Yep.
See you next time. See you in the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you on the YouTube streets.
Oh, okay, Rob. Thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Chris.
All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and spending time. And Storms, Radios, and Cats will be live tomorrow. I do not know his time, but
much love to you, Rob. Oh, 9:30 Eastern.
9:30. Okay, 9:30 Eastern Standard.
Unless he changed it, but I think he's sticking with the 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah. Anyway, God bless you all. Take care.
God bless.
Always choose kindness.